back to another video. Today's video, as we talked about before, is going to be about adding some validation to our inputs and our front end. So I'll just show you where we're at. If we just type this should be a numeric value, and yet we know it doesn't update, and we can see this 400 request. However, the interaction that we really want to have is when we make this update that maybe this value turns red and it shows the error that's coming back from the database. So same thing here. When you try to save, if there's nothing included at all, we really just want to say something is required. So let's actually go to our little UI library and see if there's any examples for errors. Or so I do see this error here, and let's see if there's any way of actually handling this error message. So okay, with client-side validation, we don't really want client-side validation. I want to use our backend still. So let's see if we can. So we have a text area here, and let's see if there is. Well, let's go back to our form. I see it says validation. However, yeah, I really would like to see this Zod schema, I guess. We have this min-max idea. I mean, I suppose we could use this if we would like. And maybe if we could get it to match exactly how. So we want them to be numbers. Okay, so required error, invalid type error. Yeah, maybe we could just use this the way they have it here, and that would actually, we know that it's not going to go through if we don't like the input. So yeah, maybe we'll just try this out here. Let's see if we can actually make some sense of how this form works. So is there a way of actually seeing this code here? I see this example, but it would be nice to actually be able to get maybe this is what the form ends up. Oh, here's the code itself. So build your form on submit. Where is this Zod thing? Form schema. Let's see, where is that form schema being put in? Form schema. Here we go. Where are you at? Use form. Form control. Am I not seeing where? So form schema. Can I search within this? No. Okay, can we read where it says form schema at all? No. All right, well, maybe we won't use this. This is not exactly the best. I see this form here. Oh, I see this infer property that we're passing it. This will be type safe and validated. Interesting. I don't even see where we say, okay, use form as form. Then you define your function. And on submit. Oh, I guess on submit, it does all the work for us. So this would be do something with the form values. Okay, maybe we can try something like this. So let's go ahead and go to our add edit component, and we'll see if we can actually get this working. So it's within our components, our task list, and we will go to our add edit task dialog here. So we do have an on submit now, and what they're saying is if we so let's just go ahead and install this. So we will add a form, which we might have, maybe we don't. So let's go ahead and add our form here like this. We need to go into our web project and we'll add it. Okay. So that's our form, and we need to go, okay, so this was added, and this file needs to be saved, so it gets our styling correct. Okay, I see these components, which looks like everything is being referenced correctly from in here, so that's good. Can we do this would be my first question. Are we importing this Zod library? Yeah, it looks like it. The other thing we have to do is we need to go and Docker compose build. So while that's running in the background, we'll kind of look at this some more. So this form schema I see, so we're going to need a use form. Okay, use the use form hook from React hook form. Using more libraries, which honestly, it probably would be nice not to, but yeah, should we be doing this? Are we gonna get into more trouble by getting completely wrapped up in just so many more libraries? We have this resolver. Maybe we don't want this. Maybe this is just too much. I mean, all we're really trying to do is just validate one, right? We're trying to validate the name. Why not just get our response? If it's a 404, put the errors in, and then just display the errors along with the input. Is there a thing in here that we can do error? Let's see. Input. No. Can we do... You know what? I don't want to do. I don't think we should do this. We're gonna add so many of these libraries, and I'm sure they're really nice. But for our project, our little tiny project, we just don't need this much extra work. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something a lot easier, and we are gonna do something where we are going to do. We're gonna do something like this: form errors, set form errors, and we're gonna change this around. So essentially, what we want to do is we want to. Really, the name is the only problem that we're going to worry about. That's the only real input that we are going to have a problem with. So because of that, we are going to make this an object. We are going to say, yeah, we're going to very simply just say, and that's a string. So here's our errors, and by default, this is just going to be an empty object. And what we're going to do is we have this post input with this response in both. We're going to do something like this. I'm going to say handle 400. Yeah, I mean, this is actually already looks correct. If it's a 400, I mean, yeah, this is basically what we're gonna do. We're not gonna reload the tasks, and we are not going to really set all this stuff. We want to do these things when it is okay, and we want to do this. We don't need that. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and set these guys back. And so that's already good. We can actually come in and just test this now. So we should have built. Now let's go ahead and Docker compose up. Yeah, all right, this should be coming up really quick. And at least for now, what we'll do is we'll just say, not really sure what this is trying to do here. All right, let's just go ahead. We're gonna write this, we're gonna press add. Name is a required field. All right. That's probably not the best. So when we close this guy, we have these on deletes. We definitely want to go back. Response set open false. Whoops. We do want to, okay, yeah, we always want to reset our set form errors back every time open changes. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll press add, nothing. We come back. Now let's clear it out, add. Okay, that actually is okay. I mean, it's not really that good, but I don't think it's that bad either. Honestly, I know that's probably not the best. Let's just check something. Border red 500 and see if that actually. Yeah, you know what? I think that's actually probably good enough. What we'll do is we'll just do one of these and put this in a, we can write some code and we'll put a little form errors dot name, and if not, we'll close it off. So that's there. This is here like this, and do we not need an extra one of these? Yeah, okay. So if we do this, press add, there we go. And you know what we'll also do is we'll take this same type of logic and apply it to text, font, color, air. How can we do text? Is there a way to get this color? Oh, it would be color, red. How can we get this color? Red, accent red maybe. Let's see if that will actually change this. All right, definitely not. Let's do a chat. Let's do a tailwind, and let's do font color, font, I see this text black here. All right, text. Okay, yeah, so there is some text. Red 500. Let's see what that looks like. I know this isn't the most exciting video ever, but yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do is we'll do a very similar thing here. And we will put this like that. And that is going to be good enough like this. So if I add, or if it's one character, name is required to be, okay. So that's good enough for that, for me. Now let's go ahead and get our task list. And on day click, we are doing this guy. And is this where our form is at? No. Our form is actually in task complete dialog. So do we have a form in here? Oh, we have this value. Okay, so this should actually be pretty easy to do, similarly to our completed data. So that's here, and so we're going to say completed data air, set the air, and it's empty. So normally it's empty, and when use effect, when you open the dialog, we are, well, here's the other interesting thing is when we add, if this is like this and then we start typing, we actually want to clear that air out. So that's another thing we want to do really quick over here. So that would be here, and we have this type. I would say set form errors is going to go back to blank. So we'll refresh. So it's like this, but once you start typing, it goes away. Perfect. And here we are going to do similar stuff. So when we set, we are going to set the errors back to undefined. What we'll do is this will be undefined, it'll be string or undefined by default. So if it's not okay, we're going to handle the error. We're just going to set the completed, let's see, handle error, const JSON, and errors, so we'll go errors.data. And this, we should only close the dialog when we are, oh, we are not doing this on deletes. So let's take this out. That's why okay. So let's go to, not on our delete, we are going to go on our post. So else, we already got that copied. Then we'll close our dialog here. So let's refresh. Let's go ahead and click something. Let's just delete. We see this 400, but we're not seeing any error. So what we are going to do is, let's go ahead over here, and we're gonna just copy this guy out. Except this is going to be our completed. If that's set, I think I might be able to just put that alone. So let's see. Let me click, we delete, we update. What we'll do is we'll wrap this in a parentheses, just like that. And here we will put this all like this. And we'll do one of these numbers again, where if we have it, then we will put text red 500, or we'll put an empty string. So let's refresh. We'll click, we'll update. Oh, we want to delete and update. That's perfect. We do want to take these parentheses out. And what we'll do is, if there is, then we'll do that number like that. Not really sure what this guy is, or that. So let's refresh, delete, update. When we type in, oh, we're still not getting a thing. That's because we want to do set form error, data error back to undefined. So let's go ahead and we'll delete, we'll update it. It's not there. Second I type, but if I type ASD, it's not provided. So I can do 1, 2, 3, update. It looks good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this actually looks, well, it doesn't look that great, but it works as intended. It's going to allow our users to see their errors, so they're not going to be completely, just thinking stuff is broken. They're going to actually be able to see what the problems are. So I think this is going to be good enough for today's video, and for us to be able to knock this off of our to-do list. The other real cool thing is we are almost ready to wrap this up. Our next video, we are going to add this concept of streak cadence, which is going to make our UI turn from this into something like this guy. As well as our streak counters are going to be a little bit more in line with this. I'm thinking we're going to continue to have these borders like this, but maybe we will add an extra thicker border around our cadence values, and then that will be what shows up as red or green, depending on if they're done. So we'll have something that is showing up maybe around the border here. Maybe these items are staying gray or black. They aren't red. And they'll go from, a gray to a green when they're done. But I think that'll be a pretty cool ticket. And the good news is that is really one of the major features that we have left. We'll be able to wrap up this cadence. And then from there, maybe we'll add in these little emoji types if we want. And then add in the ability to submit some photos, and we'll see how we want to put that in the UI as well. But we aren't too far away from really getting this app where we can actually start using it. So I'm pretty excited about that. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. I will see you in the next video. See ya.